For this project, I'm going to make a jalapeno-based hot sauce to demonstrate capsaicin, which in itself isn't necessarily a cooking technique, but it's used to enhance flavor, and I guess the chemical reaction that occurs on your tongue is what we're going to look at here. Right now, all I'm doing is de-stemming the jalapenos, but afterwards I'll cut them in half and then set them aside. Now, from a food standpoint, all capsaicin is just a naturally occurring spicy flavor or component that's in chili peppers. Typically, they're found in the seeds. Now, from a biochemical standpoint, capsaicin is an irritant to most, if not all, mammals, and this is believed to be caused by the chili peppers themselves, basically just having the capsaicin act as a deterrent. Now, chemically, capsaicin is an organic substance, and it is part of a similar group called capsaicinoids. These are vanilloids, and they're closely related to amides. The chemical formula is C18H27NO3, and it has a molar mass of 305.42 grams per mole. Now, a more official name for capsaicin is 8-methyl-N-vanillyl 6-noninamide, with an IUPAC name I don't even want to try pronouncing. I'll put it on the screen right here. Now I just need to prep the onions and garlic, dice them up, and then put them in the pan. Now, structurally, capsaicin is a very long fatty carbon chain, though it contains vanillyl, which is the phenyl ring with the OH coming off of it at the left side, and amino groups, which is just the NH. Now, surprisingly, the substance is barely water-soluble, and it should exhibit hydrogen bonding with the NH and OH, but the fatty tail makes it hydrophobic. That's why chugging water doesn't really help when getting rid of the burning sensation, but fats like butter, oil, or milk would work. While I still have the cutting board, I also went ahead and cut my cilantro. Now, I also want to go over the history of capsaicin and its development in cooking. It's been around for a very long time, up to 6,000 years ago in Mesoamerican and Asian civilizations. They cultivated chilies, and they utilized capsaicin in their cooking practices. But research on the actual substance began in the 1800s, first named and extracted from the peppers by German pharmacist Christian Friedrich Buchholz, and it was pretty monumental for the time. So now I'm beginning to saute everything. I have my onions and my garlic. I'm sauteing them in butter. Doesn't really matter. I could have used olive oil. I could have used anything there, but just what I had on hand. So while that goes, I'll go ahead and explain the chemical reaction we have here. Now, I feel as though my topic is unique because the chemical reaction is not in the process of cooking it. It's really from the process of consuming it. What happens is the capsaicin molecules bind to a receptor in nerve cells called TRPV1. And this is because of the H bond from the hydroxyl group and the vinyl group. And so when this binding occurs, the ion channel in the receptor opens, and this allows an influx of positively charged sodium and calcium ions. And what this does is it increases the potential in the nerve cell, increases the voltage, and it's going to create an electrical signal which causes a sensation of pain. And keep in mind, TRPV1 is also responsible for detecting heat, so the pain sensation feels like a burn. Now, this sensation can be felt on all skin, but the feeling is going to be much greater in the tongue and throat due to the increased sensitivity. Also, while I was discussing the process there, I added a teaspoon of Mexican oregano and a quarter teaspoon of cumin. And now we can go ahead and get ready to add our halved peppers here. So let's go ahead and do that. We put them all in there, and then we're going to add 3/4 cups of vinegar and a half cup of water. So put that in there. Now, for chemical or physical change, this is mostly physical. It's physical changes in the nerve receptor. And it just causes pain or an electrical signal. And the food, it's not really affected molecularly because it just contains the substance. And there's not really a specific process to utilize the reaction in cooking other than just using the spicy peppers or any capsaicin containing produce. Now, into your blender, you want to squeeze 1 lime, and of course cut it in half, and then squeeze both sides, as I'm doing here. I then added everything from the pan, and then the cilantro, and then I blended it and poured it into a container, so it's ready.